Welcome to Stirling in Scotland for this year's Intelligent Sport UK Challenge. In 2012 we've come to a place famous for its monuments, brave hearts and headlong charges into battle. Sometimes things just never change. It's intelligent sport, so it's not just about this, it's also about this. Only the fastest as well as the smartest will become our highbrow Highlands champions. Let's join Patrick Winterton to find out a little bit more.
Welcome to the Intelligent Sport UK Challenge 2012, an event that this year is based in Stirlingshire, and the start itself was in Stirling Castle, the gateway to the Scottish Highlands. It's a multi-stage event, 9 in all, and each stage starts with a mad dash to get the instructions for that particular section. Now remember, each stage involves a certain amount of mental agility, so staying cool and calm is vital. Now none of the teams fell short on effort. Many, though, found the canoeing a skill that they hadn't mastered, and that included the team lying in second overall, Capita Simons. Now each stage has a common feature, the frantic start, the dash for the instructions. But every stage is designed to have a different element of strategy, communication and teamwork. Accenture in red are a team to watch, but so are Capita Simons, who've shown potential all the way through.
Well done. You did it. Sorry, Alison.
But now it's time for the 9th and final stage, the Intelligent Sport Grand Prix. All the athletes' clothes soiled from their previous efforts. AWE, the overall leaders and past winners, they've also played their part in raising funds for an Olympians charity.
This is your first day here. Atmosphere's awesome, eh?
Atmosphere has been absolutely brilliant. Teams are really bonded. 40 teams of about 6 to 7 in a team, and we're trying to get involved on this last one, hence the kit.
You must have been through so many things since you won those 2 gold medals. Many proud moments, but have a, Dame Kelly Holmes Legacy Trust and so many people raising money for it here in such an awesome environment. It must make you proud.
Yeah, very proud indeed. You know, to be able to know that what work we do in the communities, helping disadvantaged young people, is there's a benefit to society later on, and that these companies are getting behind us and helping us raise the funds to do it.
And of all the competitors started tapping you up for a little bit of inspiration and a little bit of knowledge, because I mean these guys have been on the go for 4 days. They've had physical and mental challenges. Must be tough.
It is really tough. I was out on the night bike ride last night actually, and you could see, that was on the 3rd day that they've been out. So you can see the team having to pull together, because when they start getting fatigued, it's, their heads are going, they're trying to think, puzzle solve and do the physical. And as you can hear, it's getting really exciting behind us now. This is the final challenge and they're going to go mad at it.
Well, good luck when you have a go, and we'll get back to the start.
The teams are ready, prepared for the chaotic charge as they race for superiority.
3, 2, 1.
The Intelligent Sport Grand Prix is underway, and it's not far off a Formula One start. 1 or 2 casualties in the first 100 metres, maybe getting a little bit too eager early on. Let's have another look at this. Watch 19 in yellow. The pressure is on as he misses his footing. He takes out 1 or 2 of the other athletes. No damage done. And the crowd thoroughly entertained. Capita Simons in blue have the early lead, despite some cautious map reading. And remember that each of the teams have to navigate their way around this course. Now, essentially, it's a race from A to B, but along the way, they have to go through 4 action zones where they're required to solve various mental problems. This is where the race can be won and lost. Now, the first half of the race climbs high above Strathire and Loch Lubnaig, and that is done on foot. At the halfway stage, they'll switch to bikes to complete the entire course. 2 more action zones have to be completed quickly if they want a chance of success. Accenture wearing 10. There are two Accenture teams, make a note of that, both in red, one with bib number 10, one with 9, and 10 certainly the fastest across the ground. Capita Simons have always been well positioned, wearing blue in second place, and here we have a clue for the first action zone. Well, it doesn't require the Enigma machine to solve this one, but when you're tired and under pressure, even the simplest calculation can prove difficult. AWE in black, led by Paul Evans, a marathon runner, and in fact his whole team very talented indeed, and with a good chance of success here.
So leading into the last day, I guess you'll hope to be leading at the end of today as well.
Well, yeah, we certainly hope so. There's a few good teams out there, but yeah, we know what we need to do, and hopefully we'll be there at the end of the day.
How's this weather affect you?
Weather's the same for everyone, so we know what we've got to do. Just got to get out there and actually do it now.
Well, the weather is dreek, I think they would call it in local parlance, but many of the athletes will be ready for that and they won't be phased. They certainly don't want it too hot. The work rate very high at the moment, and it's Accenture who take an early lead and into action zone 1. Now let's have another look at this puzzle. They've got to find the value for MO.
Yes, the letters 13 plus 14,
each letter of the alphabet obviously representing a number.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
On with the specs for AWE. Now, the faster they solve it, the faster they can get out of the action zone. If they can't solve it, they'll be held for a full 10 minutes and the race will be over. Well, AWE have solved that one from a distance in an instant. Very quick work from them, and they move up into the lead. Just showing that it's not all about speed across the ground. Accenture, the second Accenture team, solved the problem and are away, and those who led into the action zone come out in third place. Now, you may have solved this already, but each letter obviously represents a number. A is 1, Z is 26, and for MO, which are only 2 places apart, you get the value of 2. So you subtract the first number from the second one to get your answer.
So 8, it's definitely to do with letters.
Some will find it easier than others. Surely Dame Kelly will get this one.
So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. J is 10.
Could do with another few fingers.
Sure you've done that right. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, M, N, L, O, P, Q, R.
Well, that's the first time M has come before L. Some are not making it easy for themselves. Others are away, and the leaders are on the stiffest climb of the whole course. Once again, Paul Evans leading the way for AWE. Accenture 10, again pushing the pace. They've gone ahead of their colleagues and are back in second and will be challenging for the lead shortly. Now, you can see they've already employed the tow ropes. For me, this is a sign of strength rather than weakness, and the sooner you even up everyone's running ability, the better it is. AWE may be advised to do the same. It's just a weak, elastic rope that slows the man in front and gives the weaker runner just a little bit of assistance. 1 or 2% is all it takes. And already AWE are moving a lot better. And a team of their experience will certainly have a race plan.
Just got to take it steady, don't burn ourselves out. That was this early in the stage. So take it easy on the big hills like this. And just keep steady progress.
Take it easy, he says, with a pulse rate of 180.
Okay. Yeah.
They hold the lead for now, but the two Accenture teams are keeping the pressure on. Accenture 9 in third place at the moment.
That puzzle was easy, was it?
Oh, yeah, we got it pretty quickly. It's all good.
Bit of a tough hill. We'll get there. Got to beat them. 5 correct. Proceed on.
On reaching Action Zone 2, the leaders find a picture. Now this test is really about observation. The teams are allowed to write down what they see in front of them. They will be asked 5 questions, of which they have to get 3 right. However, they won't know what the questions are until they get 2 kilometres further down the track and a long way from the picture itself. And it's fairly easy if you know what the questions are, which of course the athletes don't. Accenture 9 arrive in time to see the 2 leading teams still taking in the information. Now each team can choose how long they spend at the picture. AWE, they lose little time and waste minimal ink on the problem. And they're heading for the answer point. Now leaving early is a risk, because if they fail to answer the 3 questions, they will give away 10 minutes and any chance of victory in this final stage. Accenture 10 are right on the heels of AWE, but not for long. They are consistently pushing the pace and once again find themselves out front doing the navigation. Badly, as it turns out.
Yeah, left. It's that way, right? Not too hard then.
Another 20 seconds given away.
Sorry, guys. Broken them once, we'll do it again.
A tortoise and hare situation developing here. Accenture 10 again go into the lead. Iron out the mistakes and they would be almost unbeatable. Now they approach the answer point and the moment of truth for the 2 leading teams. Accenture 9 aren't far behind, and now we'll see if they know the answers to the questions. The captain knows there's no point knowing the answer if you're then going to give it away to the other teams.
I've got question 2. I've got this one. I've got 3.
You got that? You know what that is? Yeah. Here's a pen.
Now remember, AWE in black spent the least time observing the picture at the top of the hill. Will they pay a price? Accenture 10 are confident. They have the answers, and they do. They're away. Accenture 9 are close behind them. They've gained ground on this section. And AWE come through in 3rd, having led, but no real damage done at this stage. The answers are right, and they're allowed to check out. Airbus and Capita Simon still in contention, close behind the leading 3.
For our leading teams, it's been a combination of nimble footwork and brain power up till now, but they're going to need to add pedal power to the winning formula because they've got a 10k bike ride from here to the finish.
Now, as Accenture 10 find out, leading the way means you're first to test the ground. They're safely across the bridge. Others find that wet wood and front brakes don't go together. They're not the only ones to suffer. Dame Kelly, keep the fingers off the brakes. Well done, safely across, but it's Accenture who still lead and now have to prove their fitness on the bike. Welcome back to the Intelligent Sport UK Challenge 2012. We're on the final section of a multi-stage event where quick thinking is as important as fast feet. The teams have made it through to Action Zone 3. AWE arrived first, but it's far too close to call at this stage. Capita Simons in blue have gone from 4th to 1st and must be sensing victory with only 1 action zone to go. Capita Simons are quickly back on to their bikes and have the pleasure of overtaking AWE. But there's nothing between the two leading teams at this stage. There's certainly an increased sense of urgency amongst Capita Simons. Now, all credit to them, because you can choose your strongest team for each stage, but Capita Simons haven't had that luxury due to injury. These four have had to push all the way today, and they're now approaching the top of the final climb, and with it, the final mental problem.
I think we're doing pretty well, really. We were first since about the 4th stage, and we're sort of punching above our weight anyway. We've only got 5 of us in the team, so pretty good.
I've done every stage so far, and we now have to do every stage to finish. Paul had a bit of an injury yesterday off his bike, and we're down to 4.
So what's the chances of taking the lead and finishing at the end of the day champions?
I think we've got a good chance of getting a good score. It's going to be tough for the final because there's some very fast teams out there trying to stay up with them.
Despite their confidence, Capita Simons lose their lead, approaching Action Zone 4, and you can see AWE in the background trying to apply logic to the final conundrum. Now, the idea is to identify the catchphrase, or dingbat, as they call it. Take a careful note of the alphabet and see if you can solve it yourself.
Cues below the alphabet.
There's no X.
There's
no
the
X.
first clue.
X. No X.
No X.
AWE are fairly confident that they've solved it, and that is very, very quick indeed.
Spot on, mate. Get your dip in.
Capita Simons haven't even made it to the puzzle board. So a good advantage for AWE as they head for home. The pressure is on.
No X.
What's the answer? What's the answer?
No X.
Secret.
Well, no time wasted from Capita Simons either. They've got 1 or 2 very healthy brains in their team.
You get it?
Yeah.
Accenture 10
No X.
are now pressed for time.
No X above Q.
Capita Simons disappearing in the background.
Q's. There's no X in the top one.
Only 5 kilometres of downhill biking to go. The pressure is really on.
What's missing on the top?
X. X is missing.
The midges won't help, and the presence of Accenture 9 will just make things harder and harder.
20 questions. Is there 20 of them? There might be. 20 questions.
Amazing how we all see things so differently. Accenture 9 are in and out. Things are going from bad to worse for the early leaders, Accenture 10. And AWE should be able to wrap this one up, but there's some tricky navigation on the closing kilometres. And they only have a couple of 100 metres lead over Capita Simons, who are working well as a team. There you see the profile. Very, very easy terrain for the last section.
Stay down.
AWE have stopped again, this time just to check the map.
They're down on this one.
Better to be safe than sorry.
But up on the next one.
At this stage of the race, any mistake is going to throw away their opportunity of victory. As for Accenture 10, that is long gone. They have no excuse, apart of course from the midges. Now the way to solve it is to follow this advice.
Say what you see. Say what you see.
Say what you see. There's no X in the alphabet. There are a load of Q's. No X, Q's. You've got it.
Q in alphabetical order. Q's in alphabetical order. That's it.
Q's in alphabetical order, a well-known phrase.
Excuse. No excuse.
That's correct.
Go, 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 go.
So easy when you know the answer. Now we're 200 metres from the finish line, and we were expecting AWE to be the first across the bridge, but it's Capita Simons who are in first place. Some good navigation on the way down the hill, and they've moved into top spot. They were down in fourth at halfway. A fantastic finish from them. Drop the bike, sprint to the line, and victory on this stage will be assured. Here come AWE. They're in all sorts of trouble. The fall on the bridge, the least of their problems. It's been navigation on the way to the finish that's denied them. Capita Simons check in, and Tom Davis's team take a very, very well-earned victory. It just shows it's not all about speed across the ground. Problem solving and navigation, the key to success. Now AWE are in danger of losing second place as well. Mental power required to free the bike from the mesh on the bridge. They're free and away, but victory has gone. A mistake in the last 2 kilometres costing them dear.
Capita Simons are our 2012 champions. Guys, that must sound absolutely awesome.
It's just fantastic. I think the funniest thing is we didn't realise we'd won there for a second. We knew there was a team ahead of us and we think they must have made a mistake. And we came through, we thought we were second, and there was a big cheer. And then 2 minutes after we finished, we got told we won. Amazing. So glad we kept the pressure on right up until the end. These guys are fantastic.
Second on the day for AWE, but they were so close. That final mistake coming just 400 metres from the finish line.
Yeah, it was frustrating. So we did pretty well on the intelligence stuff. Great bike speed, particularly on the uphills. We took a lot of distance off the others on the uphills bit. That one navigation area at the end, had to do a U-turn, come back in. Great credit to Capita Simons, didn't make the same mistake. They deserve it.
You're going to come back and have another crack because second is so close.
Yeah, we'll be back to try again. Yeah, we'll be back to get them next time.
So here are the results. Capita Simons taking a win, and an impressive one. AWE down in second, but they have the consolation of being the best over the full 9 stages. Accenture 9 in third. What a day. No one has left anything out on the track.
Kelly, you had a big smile on your face about an hour ago. That was before you took on this last challenge. What was it like?
It was really tough. Yeah, it must have been at least, what, 10k? Yeah. Pretty much uphill. And then the bike, again, that was really undulating. And of course, you've got chains coming off, you get cramp. We did one challenge together as a team. They've been out here for 4 days and done 9 stages. So hats off to them, they've done brilliant. I'm really proud and honoured and, really grateful that they put in, not only doing the fundraising, but gone through the physical aspect to do it as well. So really honoured, and it'd be great to hand them their trophies later.
Well, they've got the brains and they've got the brawn, and now they've got the trophy to prove it. Capita Simons are the 2012 Intelligent Sport UK Challenge champions. Well done to them and everyone else that's put in a sterling effort up here in the Highlands. So until next year, it's goodbye.